Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video, and welcome back to Spaceplan. And we got a little large amount of watts over here, a little over 10 billion. So we're really I almost said raking it in at this point, and I'm kind of surprised because I was kind of half expecting more ideas to show up. But I guess not. So, I mean, I guess we could put in more potato launchers, but I don't really know what that's necessarily gonna do. Because do I have to put in a certain amount to unlock more stuff? You know, what's going on, essentially? Am I trying to destroy the sun? Is that what it is? Or am I trying to make it bigger? Because this says, these denser spuds will fatten the sun twice as fast. So, I don't know. I could just buy a bunch of these. And yeah, we can totally do that. Alright, there we go. Now we have 19 of them. And that didn't add anything in here. But it actually more than doubled our production in total, so that's pretty cool. But still, like, nothing's showing up here. So I don't even know if I'm at the end game, if this is where it all stops, or if I haven't done enough of one particular thing to unlock the next thing. I don't know. We'll see. With that in mind, for the next couple days, I may put this series on hold until I figure out what I need to do to progress it, if there's anything I can do to progress it. And if there isn't anything beyond what I already have, if this is it, then I will come back for one final episode. Just so that I don't leave the series off with this episode, which would kind of be shitty, in my opinion. Especially since I'm not considering this episode to be the final episode of the series. So, yeah. So if it turns out that there's nothing more for us to do, except for put in these things, which have always been here and are kind of pointless, at this particular moment, then we will put in, we will end the series. And this series has had a very good run for what it is. This is, I believe, the 10th episode of this series. So it's not like we'll be cutting the game off short and you guys wouldn't have been able to really experience it. And the same goes for myself, because we've done 10 episodes of a clicker game. So, I feel like we've gotten our money's worth. And all in all, I feel like we've had some good times throughout this series too. So that's pretty cool. Regardless of that, I don't really know if there's anything I want to talk about. There is stuff I want to talk about. I just don't know what I want to talk about, because I always deviate to some off-topic thing. Because I have to find something to talk about while I'm just sitting here and doing nothing. I guess I could add another potato launcher. I guess we could talk a little E3. Not so much E3 itself, but a particular game that I wish Nintendo would have showed something off for at E3 during their presentation or whatever. So in case you guys are not aware, my favorite video game series of all time is the Pikmin series, which has 3 games in it. A spin-off game is coming out this summer for the the 3DS, which I'm not going to get because it doesn't look fantastic. And then Shigeru Miyamoto said they're currently working on the fourth one, and he announced that back in 2015. And so, like, going into E3 and going into that Nintendo presentation, I was half expecting a little teaser trailer or something for the game. Just because it's been 2 years, I figured, well, I didn't figure, he actually said it himself, that back in 2015 when he was doing that an interview with Eurogamer, he said the game was very close to completion. So that led me to believe that, you know, at least within the next couple years, we would get a teaser trailer, and we haven't gotten one. So I was kind of upset with that. Like, I really want it. But after E3 or during E3 or something, he did do another interview or something, and he said, like, that he couldn't talk much about it, but it is still in development and it's still very close to completion. Something like that. So he knows that people want it, but he also has to keep things on lockdown, which is understandable, but I really want the game. So, you know, put my priorities ahead of yours, Shigeru, and just release the fucking game so that I can play it and have a good old time. But yeah, so I was kind of looking forward to that this E3, and they didn't announce it, which is unfortunate. But they did announce a lot of other games that made a lot of other people happy. Metroid Prime 4 comes to mind, and when I saw that teaser trailer, I originally thought it was Pikmin 4 because it was just showing the 4 on the screen, and it was in space, which I thought was a little odd for the setting. But Pikmin's storyline has quite a bit to do with space, if you follow that series. So I figured that might be it. This could be it, and it just kept showing that 4, and then it had Metroid Prime next to it fade in, and it kind of killed my vibe. But a lot of other people were happy for it, so it's good for them. And then Super Mario Odyssey looks cool. Looks like a new take on the franchise, which is nice. And then other than that, at E3, I didn't really see anything that looked particularly cool to me. Like, I mean, there was this one pirate game or something, I forget what it's called, that was announced. It's like Sea of Thieves or something, I don't know. And that looks pretty okay. But other than that, I didn't really see anything that impressed me or made me want to go out and buy anything. There was also NCAA Football 18, I believe, that was showcased at EA's press conference, which is pretty sweet considering that they haven't made an NCAA football game since 2013. So it's been almost 5 years, and it's nice to see that they're coming out with another one. At least I think they are. I saw something on Twitter that said they were coming out with it, but of course you can't entirely trust everything you read on the internet. So I don't really know. It hasn't been confirmed for me, essentially. And it didn't get a lot of buzz if it was announced. So, I don't know. It might have been. Might have been announced, might not have been. I have no idea. But if it has been announced, I'm really looking forward to that as well. It'll be another sports game for me to waste $60 on. You know, I buy Now I'll buy NCAA football 18, Madden 18, NBA 2K 18, NHL 18. I'll have all these different sports games. That's like $240 right there spent on 4 different sports games. So ridiculous. And yet I love it. I love the sports games. Even though I haven't upgraded to an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. So the games that get released for the 360, which is what I play on, the sports games that get released on there are typically not of high quality because they don't want them to be. What was I saying? I just completely lost my train of thought. I legit just completely lost my train of thought. Fuck. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh my god. Oh, right. I have the 360, and they intentionally do not make the games good because they want you to upgrade, but they're just good enough for me to want to keep playing them and not bother with upgrading, which at this point is maybe warranted, considering that those consoles have been out for a long time now, I think. It's just, I hate spending an insane amount of money on video games or video game related stuff. And I know that's ironic because I spend $60 per sports game that I buy. But, you know, I really don't. Like, I'm super picky with the games that I buy on Steam in particular, I guess. Like, this game was only $2. That's the only reason I bought it in the first place, was because it was dirt cheap and it seemed like it could offer me a good time, which it did. But I'm super picky with the games I buy on there, because I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on any game. Like, I don't want to spend more than $5 on any game on Steam, even if it might totally be worth it, you know? It's weird. It is, but I'm super picky with what I buy. That's why I play a lot of these smaller indie games. And then I got a bunch of keys and whatnot from a humble bundle. So that gave me a bunch of games that I originally would not have bought on my own. So that's pretty cool. Like The Witness, I never would have spent, what is it, $30 or $40 on that game? Not a chance in hell would I have done that. It's definitely not worth that price tag. Like, not at all. But yeah. Where was I going with this? Was there like an end topic? I don't remember. It's not surprising. But bleh. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just buy another potato launcher. Because I don't know. Why are they all packed together over here? You know, there's so much more space. You could spread it out. You don't have to be all packed in together like that. You know? We look like a comet, almost. And we're just shooting things at the sun. It's kind of weird. It really does not seem like there could be anything more to this game. It really doesn't seem like it. But then again, it surprised me in the past with more stuff for me to do. So I don't know. That's why I'm real hesitant to try and end the series off when I don't even know what more could be added. Because if I'm this close to the end of the game, then I want to actually reach it. I don't want to just leave it off here when I'm so close to the end. Because that would kind of suck. I would hate that. That would bother me. That would really bother me if, like, I left it off like that. But yeah. Huh. I apologize for the lackluster commentary, but it's hard to think of stuff to talk about that won't, because I know we're close to approaching the end of the episode, but I don't think we're necessarily at that point yet. So it's hard for me to think of stuff to talk about that won't take too long or eat up much more time, You know what? I guess I can end the episode off with a question. Because last night for me, and I guess for you guys as well, I was considering going to see The Mummy, with Tom Cruise and whoever else is in it. And I went on Rotten Tomatoes because I check that for every movie I'm about to watch. I check what its score is on Rotten Tomatoes, and it had like a really bad score. It was like 20% or something. Of course, I don't let that dictate my opinion of it. I just let that determine whether or not I should go see it in the first place, which is kind of weird, like kind of a stupid thing to do, I guess, because it could potentially be good, and I'm not even giving it the light of day because I'm listening to what critics have to say of it. But I mean, have any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought of it. Of course, without spoiling anything, down in the comments section below. That'll let me know if it's really worth it or not. Really worth going to see. I mean, from the trailers, it did not look good, but again, like, there have been multiple times where the trailers have not done the movie justice. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth seeing or not. I don't know. I like Tom Cruise, so I figured maybe I'd go see it just for him, if for anything else. Although I haven't seen Wonder Woman yet. I should probably do that. Because it's like the first DC movie that's actually good, right? Or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I know we talked about a lot of random shit. And I know I was monotone and boring as usual, but I can't really help that. It's my personality. But if you guys are enjoying this series, let me know down in the comment section below. Like the video and share it with your friends. Let me know you want to see more of any game series I do here on the channel. The link down to the game is in the description box down below if you want to pick it up for yourself. And if you guys enjoyed this video in particular, again, all likes and comments are greatly appreciated. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content. I play all sorts of games on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much. And I'll talk to you later, babies. BBs. Meant to say BBs, but the second B didn't come out. Makes it a little more awkward. As if it wasn't going to be awkward already.